What's up, everyone? It's a knife SaLe here, and today we are looking at the most epic knife sale of the year. Just kidding, but I'm just going to be looking at Blade HQ's Black Friday deals. It is Sunday, so they have changed a little bit. I apologize for this video being a little bit late, but basically I was a little bit disappointed with their Black Friday sale, so I figured we'd just go through these together, have a good laugh, and just look at them, because a lot of times these knife sales, it seems like they're like, all right, this is all the stuff we can't sell. Please buy it because it's $5 off. And especially that's the case with Blade HQ. But once again, I apologize for like the low production of this video. I tried to do a screen recording app through a computer, but it really just wasn't working for me. So sorry for doing it like this, but you guys know I am not the best tech expert when it comes to YouTube stuff. So sale ending soon, not sure when they end. When I was first looking at this on Black Friday, their big thing was you'd get a free mOsT 511 knife with a purchase of what was it, $85 or more. They might have sold out of those, I'm not sure, but also they offered a free air freshener, and it's kind of like, all right, if you spend over $85, here's a $10 knife. If you spend anything, here's a 50-cent air freshener. And I actually got one of those air fresheners last year, and it smelled horrible, and I immediately threw it away. They say it's supposed to smell like a new knife, and I never really smelled a new knife. Probably just smells like oil, if anything. So let's look at some of these deals. You get a free Crater knife with any Leatherman purchase over $85. That knife looks partially serrated, kind of looks cheap, which I would assume so. Benchmade mini validation. I've never seen that knife before, and I guess that could be a good deal. I don't really know anything. Free hat with any Gerber purchase. You know, if I actually liked Gerber, I might like that hat. But these things are a little bit interesting. So SOG holiday sale. They're not really even showing any of these sales. And also, my Wi-Fi might be a little bit slow, so yes, it's the Terminus XR on sale for $48. They were really advertising that a lot. In my opinion, is this a D2 G10 Chinese made, or maybe it's made in Taiwan, I don't really know, but overseas made knife, and I don't think that that is a deal at all. And yes, those are on sale, but I mean, this knife is just so ultra thin. Like, I don't understand how it could really cost that much money. But let me see the seal. Okay, it's S35VN, maybe, but it's still one of those things where SOG doesn't interest me. And even though they got a little bit of hype from their new stuff coming out, it's still kind of the same kind of stuff. So looking at these just sales right here, these also don't really interest me all that much. So they have a pretty much sale on almost every Kershaw launch model. That is a cool thing. Kershaw launch models seem nice. I just really haven't pulled the trigger on any of them. No pun intended. I guess you push a button. But anyway, the Kershaw Launch 11, that is one that kind of interests me. Once again, I never really bought it. The Kershaw Launch 4, one of the most popular knives out there. $75 for pretty much an automatic box cutter. You know, think about it. What it is, it does seem like a knife that you can't argue with the results of. Blade HQ does a thing where they say the most purchased knife from any state. That always takes California, I'm pretty sure. But for the Boker automatics here, we have the Boker Strike and the Boker Kalashnikov. And I would really suggest to stay away from those. My Boker Strike, I have both of these exact same models, the Tonto blade for the Boker Strike and the Dagger blade for the Kalashnikov, and in the same color. Right now, the job of my Boker Strike is to prop up this wooden base that I am filming on. So if that shows you anything, that's what it does. And then my Boker Kalashnikov is actually a knife that I just sharpen when I'm waiting for my soaking stones to finish soaking in water, just because I'm bored. And look at these sales. Look at the price, $38, and it's like sale. It's a big sale or whatever. I remember I bought both these knives for around $40 to $45, and it really seems that these sales are like $5 off. And it's like I don't understand why they're advertising this so much and then it's only a couple bucks off. It's one of those things where they're probably tricking a lot of people that think that it's some very high price when it really isn't. Also, this Smith & Wesson, sorry, this camera's kind of far away, but this Smith & Wesson M&P OTF knife, that knife, I have been looking at Blade HQ for years now, and I have constantly seen them advertise it, and I bet that they just got a big shipment of them, and they just never sold, and I don't think they ever will sell. Personally, Smith & Wesson, I kind of stay away from them when it comes to the knife world, because a lot of times they're kind of just spitting out cheap Chinese knives that will interest someone who thinks they have some tactical ability. But also more Boker Strikes, a Gerber Strong Arm, which $55, I guess. I never really tried the Strong Arm. Once again, Boker Strike for $38. That strop is kind of a good price. I mean, it's the MSRP on this is $18, or no, $17, and it's only for sale for $16. So I don't even know if that really is much of a sale. But anyway, it does seem like a nice strop. Never tried it, but it looks like it comes with some sort of compound. Once again, there aren't very many knives on sale, and that's the thing that's a little bit frustrating. Like, they have the CRKT Minimalist, which $24. I think I bought my Minimalist for like $20. It's one of those things where not much of a price drop, I would say. And then lots of Boker Strikes. Kaiser Sheepdog XL, I guess that's pretty cool that that one is on sale. But once again, it's just, honestly, a lot of these knives are kind of junk. I'm not trying to insult knives, because the Kershaw launch knives, they're quality. Kaiser Sheepdog, these are quality knives pretty much that will be good for you. But when it's things like this $20 Balisong, if you guys know me, I am into Balisong flipping, if you have seen my Instagram. And the truth is, you are never going to get a good Balisong for $20, at least at this moment. Maybe if some company tries to really push the market, but the truth is, for a Balisong, if you're looking to get into the Balisong world, you're going to have to save up money, and that's just the truth. You can get something like a Squiddy here from Squid Industries. It's just a plastic Balisong, but it's got pretty good build quality for around that $40 to $50 mark. But honestly, I would suggest saving up at least $200, probably looking at the secondary market, seeing what you can get for Balisongs, because it isn't cheap, but definitely shy away from Bear & Sons Balisongs and $20 Balisongs, because you will end up just buying a nicer one in the future and kind of wasting money on a Balisong that you will never use. So this is one of those things where still just not very good deals. The Mora, another Mora knife here, Bear & Sons 2-pack, stay away from those, because $55 for 2 Balisongs, that is just not very good. That's just not a good deal at all. And it's still kind of the same thing. Boker Kalashnikov Sogs, a couple of Cold Steels, and a Kershaw launch. And it's one of those things where I feel like it's just, they're just kind of throwing junk at us, saying, please, buy it, buy it. But let me look at this. Let me look for something. They're not showcasing it, but it was a Spyderco package. I'll just look up. I know the Spyderco Indela was in it. Let's see if the package shows up here. Here it is. $265 for this package. It's the Spyderco Gale Bradley Bowie fixed blade and the Spyderco Indela pocket knife. And the Indela is basically just the middle between an Endura and a Delica. And it honestly sounds like a pretty good knife in my head. It'd probably be very comfortable and an overall good size at 3.4 inches for that blade length. But it's one of those things where I have no clue what happened to the knife. I feel like it got a little bit of popularity at the start and then just nobody cared about it at all. But in those people's defense who didn't buy it, it is just available in VG10 and the black FRN, and that's just not very appealing, because I mean, not that VG10 isn't appealing, it's a fine steel for EDC use, but just the black FRN, when we've seen with the Delica, they can do all kinds of different handle scales, and it doesn't seem like that much of a hassle. That's probably a big reason why people aren't buying them. And $265, I still really don't know how good of a price point that is, but I'm not going to say that it is overpriced, because it's probably on sale. It says the MSRP of 2 of these is $430, so I don't really know what to think of that from there. But this Bradley Bowie fixed blade, I mean, it looks really cool, but it wouldn't be practical for me at least, and I just feel like this is a very odd combo. And once again, this is probably 2 Spyderco knives that they are really trying to sell, and that seems like it's what happens with all of these sales. And I just feel like I'm kind of disappointed because Black Friday seems like it should be one of the most popular times of the year. And it's one of those things where it's just not that good. And I hate to be negative, but I meant to have some more fun with this. Let me find some better deals on here. The Cold Steel 8015 was on sale. I don't know where I could find that. I guess I'll just look it up here. Alright, yeah, okay. Looking it up, let's see what it is on sale for. So $190 for the black one and $194 for the OD green one. Now, personally, that is pretty good. I mean, I don't really know what these were before they kind of were on sale, but it's one of those things where I think cold steels used to be a lot cheaper, and then they had a big price increase. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but now they're $190, which I'm pretty sure the steel is S35VN on these. Let me just check it really quick. Yup, it is S35VN steel with that scorpion lock, so I personally think that's not a bad deal. But one thing to also keep in mind with Blade HQ is when they have $5 off on a sale, you still have to pay sales tax that they charge, and if it's under $99, you still have to pay shipping. So it's one of those things where you're probably not getting that good of a deal when you probably, even though I don't really like to support Amazon that much, just because, I mean, they're a huge company and you rather support, you know, a more family-owned business than Jeff Bezos or something. It's one of those things where if you're trying to save as much money as possible, you might as well go to Amazon, get it on Amazon Prime, get it in 2 days without having to pay shipping, than having to pay shipping, sales tax, and wait a couple weeks, or not a couple weeks, but Blade HQ is really just not that fast on their shipping. And let me show you guys one thing that I actually bought from here, from the sale, and it was a knife that is on sale. It's another Civivi Backlash. It's a gift for my uncle because we got him a SaLe last year for Christmas, and he has actually carried the whole thing pretty much the whole year, and so I figured the Civivi Backlash would be a nice upgrade. Now, I was looking at this knife before the Black Friday sale even happened, so I know that this knife on Blade HQ and on Amazon is $42.50. And so this was a legitimate $5 sale on this knife. And so it's one of those things where, yeah, it's always good to get $5 off, but it's also one of those things where $5 off for Black Friday, like you'll see tech like computer monitors and TVs be half the price what they were. And this, honestly, I hate to be negative, still, it seems like it'd be like a Memorial Day sale or a Labor Day sale. One of those things that just really isn't important. You're just trying to get a little bit more hype to it. And so the Civivi Backlash, I think it is a good knife, and I think Civivi does make knives that make good gifts because you know you're going to get one with really good fit and finish. It's just also one of those things where this deal isn't really that good on here. And I wonder if I'll get one of them nice smelly air fresheners. But looking at the Civivi and yEaR sale, they always have something for Black Friday. And you guys will see here that the sales on this are really just, like I said before, moving out old inventory, it feels like. You do get a free tool with every Civivi purchase. I actually have one in here that's kind of in my disassembly tools bag. Sometimes I'll use that to like very lightly pry apart scales that are kind of held together by Loctite of the screws. Don't really use it much, but the Elementums, they are not on sale if you look at that. And they must have just restocked them, but here we go. So the things that are on sale, the Chronic, I feel like the Chronic isn't that old, but it was definitely one of those models that was less popular just because it's not very appealing to many people, I guess. Once again, the Civivi Backlash, one of their first knives. Civivi McKenna, one of their first knives. Civivi Backlash, one of their first knives. And a pry tool that's on sale. This one, the Civivi Asticus, which is on sale, I guess. It probably wasn't that popular just because I remember when I saw that knife, I was just like, this knife is the exact same thing as pretty much every other knife. It's really bringing nothing more to the table. And once again, Civivi Backlash, Civivi Praxis, which is another one of their first knives. Yeah, it's just a lot of the old stuff. And the way that Civivi works, I know their marketing and I really dislike it, but the way they work is that they will take a knife and make a run of them, probably make a pretty big run, and then never make them again unless there's a really high demand for them. Like for the Elementum, there was a very high demand for that, and it took them a long time to actually produce more of them. Now, I know that there's probably not that high of a demand for McKennas and Praxises and Backlashes. It's so weird using these plural, but it's like one of those things where I feel like these are something that have probably sat in Blade HQ for over a year, and they're just not able to sell them, so they are putting them $5 down. Also, the Wyvern, that is one that is also very old, and the Anthropos, that's also another old one. So basically, I think I'm going to stop this video here. It's one of those things where I feel like that these sales that they're having aren't really that much of sales. They're like $5 off on things that they really can't sell. And so it's one of those things where it's just a little bit frustrating that Black Friday, it seems like there should be a Black Friday sale, and that should probably be the biggest one of the year. And they're advertising like it is when there really aren't that many good sales are. And they're acting like everyone loves to get 50-cent air fresheners with their purchase. I just personally don't see that. So I guess that's going to do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, I forgot to mention this at the start, but if you have seen any really good Black Friday deals out there, please let me know. I don't know if they're still in stock, but I saw a Knife Ship Free. They had a bunch of Todd Begg customs for a pretty good deal on there, so I would suggest to go check that out. They're either customs or the ones made by Riot, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but that's going to do it for the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you had a good time with this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.